He's one of the greatest psychologists of the 20th and 21st centuries. He really understands the souls of women and men. He knows how to help them, but without the need for the therapist's couch. He's healed a lot of people, simply by showing them how to feel better.
Wim Wenders isn't talking about Freud or Lacan, but Yohji Yamamoto. No therapist, but a fashion designer. Does fashion really have the power to heal? Clothes are both functional and symbolic, able to reveal something of our identity while also helping us conceal what we'd rather people not see. Fashion is both the desire to wear something and an interrogation into the motives behind that desire. Why wear one thing and not another? In true Yamamoto style, the designer's response is enigmatic.
I just wanted to announce to people that man should be a man, woman should be a woman. Boy and boy love each other, should be welcome in the world. So I wanted to prove humans' right to live. This is my basic attention when I design the outfit.
Yes, it's about life in general.
Exactly, it's about life. Because last year I arrived just 80 years old. So I have to think about look back or look forward, look back, look forward. I became busy double.
How then does it feel to wear Yohji Yamamoto?
You feel good. That's why I'm here tonight.
Clothes then help us feel comfortable in our own bodies, arming us as we try to make peace with inner demons. For young Parisian designer Jeanne Friot, the key source of inspiration is always self-reflection.
The idea was to return to a story of lesbian love, which is the story of me and my partner. So I spent time looking at her wardrobes, both real and imagined, and that was the creative starting point for the whole collection.
All artists, all designers give a lot of themselves when they create, but you're really putting everything on the table here.
I grew up without any lesbians heading up couture fashion houses, or even lesbians as artistic directors. There was so little visibility, so I think I had this need to make myself very visible very quickly. It's an artistic fight and it's a political fight. I think the label I founded, well, it bears my name. Obviously, it's different being a woman in this world. Being a woman, a lesbian woman, makes it even more different. We need to be heard, and I really hope that for new generations, it won't even be the question.
Nurturing the next generation of designers is also a key concern for the couturier Stéphane Rolland. For the opening of his haute couture show, he invited students from 2 Paris fashion schools onto the catwalk. His own collection, meanwhile, brought up some challenging questions.
En fait, j'ai commencé à créer la collection.
I started work on this collection before the attacks on Israel and the war in Gaza. The message in my head was one of peace and harmony. I wanted to create an homage to an idealized vision of the Middle East, where there are no borders. Was I supposed to completely change what I was doing when the war broke out? No. I decided to continue working on the project. It's important to put forward a beautiful and positive vision. You can't be dragged down by the horrors in the world. So yes, that's the message. And then of course there's that dialogue, the bridge between East and West. I think there's just as much of a European Western attitude here as there is an Eastern attitude. It's that mix that I find interesting. So you see it in those volumes. Everything is built with curved lines, like dunes in the desert. But at the same time, it's all really soft. It's very powerful. That's what was important to me.
And then there are the couturiers who rely on instinct. On stage at Paris's Mogador Theatre, Julien Fournié embraces the 50s and 60s aesthetic of Alfred Hitchcock heroines. Cinema's master of suspense was hugely inspired by psychoanalysis, a discipline that also resonates with the Fournié mission statement.
29 different looks. It was a sublime challenge. And those vamps, the new wave of emancipation is going to be rooted in sex appeal. Please show a little flesh. You're the ones in the driving seat. Take the torch from the men and devour them. Hitchcock, The Little Shop of Horrors, Twin Peaks, a bit of Tim Burton too. And that's not, well, it's not fashion. Fashion is boring. This is about creating characters. Fashion is dead. Haute couture is for creating characters.
Characters that can tell us just as much about the person who designed the clothes as the person wearing them.